Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy,
That
run.
was awesome.
Everything you
Good
need
boy.
is here under the sun. Everything you need is here under the sun.
The Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers. Whether you're looking for a black, yellow, or chocolate Labrador Retriever puppy, please check out our website for more information at www.soggyacres.com. You can also email Jeff at sportingdogtv@gmail.com or call 262-215-9683. And remember, everyone deserves a Soggy dog. It's Jeff Fuller from the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast, and I need a little help. Please stop what you're doing and give us a 5-star rating. Follow us on the platform you're on. Give us a thumbs up. And above all, share our podcast with your friends and family. Our podcast will grow even more, and we can get more people involved in the sport we love with dogs in the field. Hey, welcome to the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast. It has been a while. We have an update. We are in process of selling our iconic Soggy Acres Retrievers property and moving Soggy Acres Retrievers and ourselves to a property just about, I'd say 30 minutes to the southwest of our place in Wisconsin. It was something that we weren't planning on doing, but once we found the house that we got the accepted offer on, we then hit the point of, oh crap, now we have to get our house ready to sell. So that has been what we were doing for the last month here, was just piling on ourselves with work, trying to get our property ready to sell. Nothing major, just a lot of cleanup, make it look good, and make sure that everything is sound. We're through that. The property will go on the market this week, and we finally have time to breathe, at least, I guess, until showings start. With that said, it is going to be hot this week in Wisconsin. Tomorrow is supposed to be 98 degrees. So you have to keep that in mind with your dogs. When we talk about dogs and heat, people just don't understand that dogs do not perspire. They get rid of their excess body heat through panting, and it is very dangerous for them in this weather. If you have a dog, you take them in a car, you have to have someone with them. Do not leave them in this heat with even windows cracked a little bit, because the temperatures will soar. I've personally had one dog, my son was playing with him on a 90+ degree day. I told him to go out and let him run around. He decided to take him out and do bumpers with him. The dog collapsed from heat stroke. The dog's temperature was 107.5. 108 is pretty much fatal. We had to pack ice on him, get his body chilled back down. And then actually, it was weird. We actually had to continue to monitor his temperature, because then his temperature dropped too far, and we had to try to keep him in that happy medium. Luckily, he was a young dog. He was fine, but it is dangerous when it is this hot. If you have a dog and you're going to let them outside, they need shade, they need ample water. And honestly, at this point, if they do not have that, they shouldn't be outside for long periods of time. If you take them out and you play with them and you swim them, also realize that after a series of hot days, that water temperature on the top of the water, let's say the top foot and a half, is going to be extremely warm. So the dog's not going to get the same cooling effect of being in a pond. They are going to be in basically hot bath water. So again, you have to worry about that with the dogs so that they do not get overheated. It is important to keep them hydrated. It's important to keep them so that they're in shade. I can't emphasize enough how dangerous this type of weather can be. Now, dogs do get used to it at a point. I know there's trainers down south that are probably thinking that up here in Wisconsin we're being wimps because, hey, it's not that hot. We deal with that all the time. But again, it's what your animal's used to. My dogs are in air conditioning. When they go outside, you can tell when it is extremely hot that they're just kind of like, whoa, this is really hot out here. You want to make sure that they're in a good spot. Great things you can do. Dogs love kiddie pools. Put a kiddie pool in the backyard. Let the dog lay in the kiddie pool. Refresh it with some nice fresh water that'll keep it at a cool temperature. Always have great water with them, or a great cool water source for them. And another thing that I like is dogs as a treat love ice cubes. Nothing helps cool your dog off better than ice cubes, and it's a great treat 0 calories, and wonderful for this weather. So that's going to be it for that part of this episode. Next, we're going to talk about training and tips for training during hot summer days. And then the end of the episode, we're going to talk about hunting in hot weather. So we are all about the heat today on our show. Thanks again, and if you want to check our property out that's for sale, it will be listed on Whitetail Properties. It is in Delavan, Wisconsin, 22 acres. It is a great piece of property. We are going to list it, we're going to sell it, and we're going to move and start a new chapter of our lives. 22 years is a long time to stay in one place. It is going to be fun to pass this to someone else with all of its beauty and all the great parts of this property that they can enjoy, and then move on to that next chapter. Stay tuned for the training tip coming up after this.
Welcome to Boucher in Janesville, where customer service is our #1 priority.
Our customers come back to us because of the experience that we provide for them.
We're here to make sure that we find you the right car, one that fits your budget, and do so in a timely manner.
When we say we ride with you every mile, it means we care about you and how you are treated.
Estamos con personal que habla español en los departamentos de servicio y venta.
Our certified technicians are here to help you with all your service needs.
Visit us today at boucher.com.
At Boucher, we ride with you every mile.
Dog kennels can be beautiful. That's the basis on which we built DCT Kennels. We give you the opportunity to have a beautiful kennel that blends seamlessly with your home decor while providing a safe and comfortable respite for your dog. Visit dctkennels.com to see all of our custom selections and start building your dream custom doggy credenza.
Hey, welcome back to the show. It is our training tip portion of the show, and I wanted to talk about hunting on hot days. And I wanted to actually give a story that was relayed to me by someone that worked for the South Dakota tourism. It was about a opener that they had for pheasant hunting when it was 75 to 80 degrees on that opener. I believe it's the middle of October is when their opener is. But they were talking about heat and how they stress the importance of making sure your dogs are hydrated, not overworking them. And I think it was something in the neighborhood of like 40 to 50 dogs in that one opening day died because of heat exhaustion. People got excited. They went out. They got their dogs out. They ran the dogs hard, and the dogs kept running until they fell over. If you are out in the heat, if you get in that heavy cover, you will feel how hot it is on your lower half. If your waist down is in the cover, it just gets so incredibly hot in that cover. I think it's because of the humidity. I know it's because there's a lack of breeze, but you get in there and it is just so warm. And that is what the dogs are in the entire time. I'm not saying don't hunt your dogs if it is a warmer day, but you have to give them breaks. You have to give them water. I still remember we took my dog out that time and she hunted really hard. She got wobbly. We found a stock tank water hole that she went into. She drank just a ton of water. She threw up. I got her back to the truck, didn't let her hunt anymore, and she got a parasite from that stock water. So again, these are the things you need to worry about. Have good clean water along. Don't hunt them too long. Even when you take a break, if you have that dog that is just pounding, and they just want to keep hunting, put a leash on them, make them sit by you. Make them chill out, make them calm down. Do what's right for the dog, be safe for them, because they want to kill themselves for you and for what they love doing. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. Everyone have a great week, and God bless. The Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly sponsored by Trupanion, medical insurance for the life of your pet. We all know that unexpected accidents can happen. That's why I partner with Trupanion's breeder support program to send all my puppy buyers home from Soggy Acres with an offer for Trupanion coverage. Learn more about Trepanion and sign up for their breeder support program by visiting trepanion.com/breeder. Be sure to tell them that Sporting Dog Adventure sent you. If you love the shooting sports like I do, you need to check out our friends at Mech Outdoors. They have fantastic products, whether you're looking at shot shell or metallic reloading, or you want to get yourself a clay thrower so you can practice up for the season. For more information, check out their website at mechoutdoors.com. Hey, welcome back to the show. Today's training tip is training on hot summer days. The key to training when it is this hot is time. You have to get up early. When it is this hot, you have to make sure that you're out there working with the dogs in the early times when you're at that 75 to 80 degree day. If it gets up to 90 to 100 degrees, honestly, at that point, unless you're doing just light obedience, you want to make sure that the dogs are in a good, cool area, hydrated, and that you are not working with them. If you are doing water work, do not overwork them. Remember that water from the last part of the show, the water is superheated, so it's like hot bath water. They will get some cooling effect, but not as much as you think. And also just keep in mind that when they go into grass and cover, they don't even have that breeze, that humidity, that lack of breeze just makes those dew points and temperatures soar once the dog's in cover. So you want to make sure you are smart for your dog. When you have a dog with wonderful drive, when you have these dogs that are bred to love working, they will actually literally run themselves to death. So be smart with your dog. If it's hot and you want to work with them, just do light obedience, do a couple of retrieves, but then end it. Do not work with your dog for protracted periods. Sorry about that. Couldn't get that word out. But you want to make sure that they are safe. You want to make sure that they're comfortable once you get done with your training, and you want to make sure that they're hydrated. Again, hot days are important to do what's right for your dog. Next up, we're going to talk about hunting on warm days in our hunting tip. All that and more coming up after this.
Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy.